It's been collaborative. It's been, I think our community is, whether it's conscious or not, is very involved in it. A very healthy, creative process, and very collaborative. So for me, it's a vital part of my culture. It's a vital part of who we are, and something that we can't afford not to support, promote, and preserve because it's so important culturally.
Let the storm come. Let the storm come. I'll be waiting.
The venues take you under their wing. The people are so supportive, and so we had a chance to just develop and grow as artists and musicians. And now, as a result, we've traveled across the world. I mean, we've played Australia, we've played all over the States. But without Hamilton being this sort of cultivator of great arts, I don't think we would have had the same chance to develop and hone the craft. And we just appreciate that so much. And the city of Hamilton and the people of Hamilton, it's just it's a special place.
Well, it's a different thing. I grew up in really East End Hamilton, so when they make jokes like Lunchbox Hamilton or Steeltown Hamilton, I grew up in that part of Hamilton. So I think someone said it tonight at the awards. There's a grit in Hamilton, and that grit and passion in Hamilton, hard work ethic comes through in a lot of music here, whether it be hip hop, country, alt country, rock, everything. It all kind of has this people that spend a lot of time here. It's changing a little bit now, but it's kind of a grit in it that's how Springsteen is. It's kind of got those isms in it somehow. It's just this old blue collar kind of thing.
Get a ride with the devil's low. Oh mama, I'm broke. No money, no toast. I'm on a hungry dog road. And I'm a long gone daddy with the devil's low. Right there.
To me, it's a celebration of the community, and it's something that we need. I believe that as Canadians and as Hamiltonians, we kind of believe that if it's from our neighborhood, then it's not as good as something that comes from England or the States or somewhere else. And I think that the more we adopt the attitude that we need to celebrate what goes on here, because what goes on here is as good as anywhere in the world. It's a good lesson. I think it begins with making the artists believe in themselves. That's the job. So this is a great stepping stone to that. I mean, when I was started making records with Michael Timmons from the Cowboy Junkies, he'd say, I'm going to get this guy, and I'd say, well, wait a minute, I got a guy. I started bringing in Hamilton players. I started bringing in Tim Gibbons and Jesse O'Brien and Darcy Hepner and Ray Ferrugia, and he was blown away by just how incredible these guys were, how sensitive they were to making music. And he said, where are these guys from? And I said, they're all from Hamilton, man. And he's ended up using all those people over and over and over again. He just discovered them.
It has grown, as Hamilton has grown, the music scene has grown. It's always had a kind of musical culture in the background, but it's much more prominent now, much more highlighted, much more respected and revered, actually. And, with the recent Junos being in town, it was a great opportunity to showcase that all throughout the city. So lots more venues where live music is actually being performed. Got some great entertainers that are emanating out of Hamilton as well. I'm looking at one right now, Mr. Strongman, a kick-ass blues player, and we've got a really great kind of vibe happening here in the music scene, in the arts and cultural scene actually overall.
And the only heart I own for you and you alone. That's all. That's all.
To me, the whole idea of coming from an industrial city where people work very hard for their money and have to go out and usually get up from 9 to 5 and all that kind of thing. With the music here was something that people went to listen to as a release from a work day week. And so the music was more than just entertainment. The music was sort of reconnecting with your essential self. And to me, that's a basis of the music in Hamilton, is that there's this more than just entertainment. It's not slick production that you might find in some of the larger cities. It's a little bit more emotional level?
It's always been like opportunity for me. That's if I can make it down into one word. The Hamilton music scene has really helped me develop as an artist. You know what I mean? Just being a beatboxer, being able to play with like other genres and other instruments. I mean, I was lucky enough to try to do that in Hamilton, where there's so many people doing that, and they were open to it. So it helped me like gain the respect as an artist, not just a party trick being a beatboxer. You know what I mean? So like that opportunity right there is Hamilton music right there.
Give me something to live for. Trade a new point of view. To find it, we're destined for doom. It's not about a religion. This life is greater than you. We're lovers, Canadian born and true.
To me, it's just a representation of exactly like you said, like who we are and where we come from. It's, it's a steel town city. Most of us have been raised by parents who have been blue collar workers and hard workers and provided for us the best way they could and opportunities for us. And we're able to get to a situation in our life where we can take music and translate it into that same kind of an example. And we're just extremely proud of where we come from and where we're headed. And it's just all about togetherness for us. And being part of this camaraderie in Hamilton is everybody helps each other out.
One of our musicians, John Morley, from Live How You Live, is touring with Walk Off the Earth, and he chose to, they gave him a one-day grace to get on a plane, to come back to his hometown of Hamilton, to play with his hometown band, Live How You Live, to be able to do the one gig for the Hamilton Music Festival, and then he got on the plane and went back to the tour. And that's the kind of heart that all of these guys have and all of these girls have. And it's the kind of heart that keeps the city going, that keeps the scene going, and there's that support amongst the musicians. I've just never found anything like it. I've lived other places, and there's nothing like the heart of Hamilton here. There's nothing like it. So another example of the heart in this city, of the musicians that come into the city and make music and share, is Kojo Dempsey tonight won his award, and he dedicated his award to missing and murdered Indigenous women, because his music is all about the message, it's all about the purpose. And again, that's part of the heart and soul of what happens here.
I think it's just like a really organic vibe that's based off of like the energies in the city, and a lot of the musicians are friends, and when they talk together, you get a lot of styles intertwining, and it's not only styles in the music, but styles and lifestyles. I think you get in Hamilton in general, you get a kind of an original personality as it is, but then when you mix music styles from Hamilton, you get an original style of music and a strong style.
'Cause I can't go living if I ain't living for you, and I can't let go, 'cause you're the only one I wanna hold, and you're the only one that I want. You're the only one in my thoughts.
When we were practicing for the record, we spent a lot of time really working on tone and stuff like that, especially going into choruses, because that's like what everybody sings along to, right? So I mean, to have something different when you're going into a chorus, it's kind of, consistency is a big thing for choruses, essentially, is all I'm saying. One of our pride kind of things and our proudest moments is that we do keep it like the record, right? We don't want people to be disappointed or confused when they listen to the record as opposed to our live show. We want to portray exactly what we are, and that's what we do with our recording and our live performance.
Back home in the valley is where I wanna go. Oh, back home in the valley is where I call home.
Hamilton's a real great city, man. Everybody is real supportive. It has amazing history as far as musicians go, and some great albums have come out of the city, you know what I mean? Like right back from Harrison Kennedy.
And I'm so glad I found you. This I know. When I put my arms around you, I can't let go.
I always like expressing myself with language, and I always like expressing myself in a way that other people can relate to, so it's not all about me. So it's a matter of saying things that relates to the masses rather than myself.
It's community. It's honestly, I was just talking to Carm from Live How You Live. There he is, and anyhow, we were talking about this couldn't happen in any other city, and you know we've been around, and there's a lot of great cities, great music, amazing music, but the people are what make the difference. You know, there's not as much of a cliquey sort of thing when it comes to certain genres, and everyone is very, very accepting. That's what's beautiful about it.
It feels like a block party. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of the gang getting together and having a good time. Like yesterday, for instance, they had the industry awards. Honor the people behind the scenes who don't get the recognition that some of us might get. And it's a good time to just have fun with them and get them involved and give back a little bit of love back to the community. So it's really cool.
I just keep singing.
Full of amazing musicians, and we push and embrace ourselves, by being around each other, right? It's not just like we're a harder city with a very soft soul. I've been able to find musicians that not only inspire me from every genre, that inspire me, and that in turn push me to be better, and then I guess get inspired too.
There's such a really good supporting, crowd for music, and we make a living playing music in Hamilton. It's the dream. This street alone, King William, is really cool. Like, you have Theatre Aquarius, and there's always really good theater shows going on and events. And then as soon as you go down the block a little bit, and you got Absinthe and Baltimore House and Homegrown Hamilton, and then you're at James Street North, and you walk another block, and you got a bunch of other bars.
This is where we play the most shows. This is where we are received with open arms. Lou has been amazing, support since day one. Same with Ben Rispin over at Absinthe. Mickey, what attracts us is just the community. Without the people, there would be no scene. The heart of the music is right here on James North, and this ain't Hollywood. What's happening in this venue and what happens in all the clubs and all the DIY pop-up venues and basements and house parties that you don't hear about, that's what makes the scene.
Well, I think the Hamilton music scene is really good for helping each other out, because we all have access to the same gig. So if I can't do it, I'm going to call someone else who can do it, and they do the same back and forth. That's the way it should be. You're only as good as your last gig, but you help each other out.